Hey guys, rxlyaT or Taylor here, and today I'm back with another Division video. And in this one, we're going to talk about something I've seen suggested a lot recently on my various social media timelines. So today we're going to talk about exotics and how they're available within the Dark Zone and the LZ or the Light Zone. Now, if you didn't realise, a couple of weeks ago they pushed an update, I believe it is in 1.6.1, that enabled the chance to get any exotic from the Dark Zone. So for example, if you were after Lorraine Barrett's chest piece, you wouldn't have to just grind Lexington to get it. You can now go into the Dark Zone, farm some Dark Zone bosses, or clear some landmarks, and you'd have a chance of getting it from there, but maybe a higher chance because of how quickly you can clear some landmarks and farm those Dark Zone bosses. As much as I think this is a solid change and a really good idea to improve the player count within the Dark Zone, because believe it or not, it's actually pushed me into the Dark Zone a lot more because I was stuck without a ninja bag. So I felt like I'd have to go in there to have the best chance of getting it. It turns out I got it at the end of a PvE mission anyway. So with that all being said, don't get me wrong, I love the change to it, and I don't want to change anything about getting exotics from the Dark Zone. Today I want to propose and put forward a change I think a lot of the community would welcome to the Division, especially the PvE side of the community anyway. What if we had a similar system to getting exotics in the PvE world, especially from named bosses, because at the moment we only get the chance of 3, I believe, that being a Caduceus, a Tenebrae, and some Skull's Gloves. I'm sure by now we've all had our fair share of those 3 exotics. I know one person on Twitter, Idle and Fox, has had a ridiculous amount of the Caduceus, and I feel he would welcome this proposed change with open arms. Anyway, less of my waffling. This idea actually was sent to me by another user on Twitter called Maverick. Her idea was that we include all of the exotics to drop from the LZ bosses, but preferably not all at the same time, and this is why I think this idea is one of the better ones I've seen. So imagine this, every week when the vendors reset, 3 random exotics go into the loot pool that can be dropped in the LZ from open world bosses. So for example, this Saturday the 18th, or whatever part of the world you might be in, this could be also Friday the 17th, not only would the usual vendors reset, but also this list of exotics going into the general loot pool would also reset. So instead of having the Caduceus, the Tenebrae, and the Skull's Gloves being in rotation, this week it could be the Ninja Bag, Pharaoh's Mask, and the Centurion. This would last all week, and obviously you'd still have the same 3% chance from an open world boss, but it just spices it up a little bit more. Also, I think having it this way, it'd still keep the player count in the DZ very high, because at the moment that is what's drawing a lot of people in. Obviously, it's also where you can get your PvP fix apart from Last Stand. As well as that, you got to remember that the open world bosses reset every 4 hours, so there's still a slow reset cycle, especially if you do compare it to the DZ where they are up within usually the hour. So obviously if you want to get more exotics quickly, it would make more sense to go to the DZ, but if you want to specify it into getting the 3 exotics that are in the loot pool for that week, then you might be worth doing the open world bosses. Now I know this isn't a major thing that needs to be added straight away, but when I saw this on Twitter, I thought it's definitely something I'd bring to you guys. So guys, if you do like this idea, or if there's something you think you could add to it, then please let me know in the comments below. I know this is a bit of a shorter video, and it's something a little bit different to what I usually do. But if these are the type of videos you'd like to see on my channel, then obviously you'd get a lot more of them because I could come home from work, sit down for a couple of hours, and get 1 or 2 out. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, then let me know either by leaving a comment or by clicking that like button. And if you're new around here and want to stay up to date with all of the things The Division, then please make sure to subscribe. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.